Alright, we're back, and we're going to be doing another Aetherdrift draft. Alchemy cards. We're over 20k gold, so we're safe to pop gold this time. Looks like we might have a bit of a wait. We'll have to see. Dead format already. Is it a dead format already? I was kind of joking, but... we'll be fine. We'll find 5 more people before these other 2 people and I give up. Already spent my gold, so kind of need to actually do the draft. There we go. Alright, now as long as nobody fell asleep while waiting, be good. Pick up players 7 and 8. Huh. Alright, so what have we got? Market Back Walker is not a card I want to first pick. Neither is Surge of Acclaim or the Land. So I am inclined towards Carrion Cruiser. Tarian's fine. Nothing else seems like pack one, pick one to me. There are cards that I would not mind having in an appropriate deck, but... Alright, I think we take the Carrion Cruiser. I think it's the strongest card in the pack. Green is the stronger color, though, so Tarion has a lot of temptation. Also, you know, I'm taking a black card, so that cares about milling. So black-green is definitely viable. Alright, so this person took their rare or mythic. I think I'm just down for a Molt Tender. It goes well with the Carrion Cruiser. Black-green is one of, if not the strongest color pair in the set. I think it's black-green. I don't think red-green or blue-green have surpassed it. White's just considered to be the weakest color overall. So... we're going to get the good cards in our colors. Now, you know, our person to our right might have opened anything amazing for our black-green deck. Except for the alchemy cards, so... they decided the best card in their pack was like Achik or something. We might be getting cut off. Well, there's a spin out now. Alchemy card is gone. I don't really need a Luxodon to go with my Molt Tender, so let's go ahead and grab that. Bloodghast is medium. Tarion's good, but I think Ketradon's just better. I wouldn't be surprised if most people think Ketradon is just better. Like, literally Tarion is the only thing this guy does not solo in this set, I feel like. So, having another Ketradon over Tarion. Where's your first Ketradon? No. At any point in time, every time I get to make that choice, I'm going to take the Ketradon over Tarion, because having another Ketradon is just going to be better. Ooh, run over, or creatures that are good with run over. Or a bad removal spell that's still playable. Well, definitely taking the good removal spell over the bad but still playable one. I think I take it ahead of the 2 Death Touchers. Risky Shortcut, Defend the Rider. I think 1 Defend the Rider. A lot of games come down to, okay, if I kill this thing, I'm stable, or if I kill this thing, I win. And 1 mana make them not kill your thing. It's alright. I can take the cycling guy. I'm almost definitely not casting Pactol Terror. Legitimately tempting. Even though I don't have a ton of artifacts, Pactol does a lot of work. There's also a part of me that wants to just grab the Sunbillow Verge for my red-white standard deck, but I think I should probably take a Wretched Doll or a Pactol Terror, and I actually like Pactol Terror a lot more than Wretched Doll, so... They already have, like, 1 entire artifact, so, you know. Alright, now we can take an Engine Rat, since it's basically free. Yeah, Walking Sarcophagus is not anything I'm even remotely interested here, so... Even if the Pactol does, like, 2 points of damage over the course of a game, it feels alright. And if you ever do better than that, alright, we'll take the Bauble. Bauble has underperformed. There have been a lot of X3s in this format, but there are still enough 1 and 2 toughness creatures that kind of desperately need to die. I can't bring myself to not grab it. But that is definitely one of the cards that has underperformed from where I thought it was going to be. Like, I think the most. I was very high on Grim Bauble, and it did not live up to expectations. No, it's okay. I've got good black and green cards. We can stay black-green. It'll be fine. Here, Ticket Tortoise. My sideboard, just in case. Afterburner, Expert, Earth Rumbler, and some other playables that I'm not super concerned with. Given what I'm playing, the Earth Rumbler might be better. I don't have a ton of self-mill. On the other hand, if I can get, like, 1 or 2 exhaust creatures for this guy, so that way I can mill him and bring him back, that might be better. Like, I think either of these 2 can be the correct pick. It might legitimately be Earth Rumbler, but I think I'm going to take the 3 mana 4/2. Oh, that is an adorable little dog. And I have a very high opinion of this dog in this set. So, I'm going to put that dog in this deck. And now an Alchemy black card that punishes the opponents when my stuff dies. Try and wheel the mole. Okay. I'm down. Second Carrion Crawler. I don't really discard cards for the Crypt Caller Chariot. Like, I have 2 cycling cards right now. I don't think that's anywhere near good enough. Highway Reaver. Without Unearth, perpetually gains Unearth equal to its mana cost, and I can spend 0. Like, it's not terrible. It might even be worth a splash, but I think we're just going to stick with our black-green plan, and for that I want the Carrion Cruiser. Alright, we got a bunch of decent cards in a row, and now kind of nothing. I think I'll take the Javelineer. I'm not a huge fan of this card. And while it's not terrible with the Pactol Terror, we haven't gotten enough where I'm 100% to run the Terror. It's like probably mid-90s. Alright, give me another Bauble. Let's kill some stuff. Second Pactol Terror over taking a rare that I'm not going to run. Conjure a duplicate of target non-token creature into exile. Put all cards exiled with this creature onto the battlefield. They gain haste, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, this thing is kind of silly if it can keep getting in. It's a mutant berserker. But we're not in red, so we take the terror. Black-green dual land, Thundering Broodwagon, and for good measure, maximum overdrive. Alright, I have to take the wagon. Paper, I'd probably take the rare land and just try and roll with it, but we did not wheel the white-red land this time. Do I have enough self-mill for this guy? I don't think so yet. I'm trying to wheel a mole, though. I think I just take the Lagak. I don't need a second one of these. I will rare draft. Towards set completion and free gems. Oh man, the person next to us has just been stacking up packs. Clearly, I gave them a very difficult decision with my first pack, or it caused them to disconnect. One or the other. They're just looking at all the cards and going, no, no. Need to step away from this draft for a little bit. Well, I'm not running any of these, so we take the blue-black land just in case we get something worth splashing. No, you're not worth splashing at all. You're a terrible person and a medium magic card. Okay. Well, we didn't wheel the pothole mole, so that makes this cycling creature a lot worse, but let's see. Could still make it into the main deck. I do have 2 carrying cruisers and the Molt Tender, so it's not impossible for it to make the deck, it's just less likely. Cycling card, I guess. The cycling card, I guess. Alright. Well, we are 2 colors away from this guy. Otherwise, if we were in his 2 colors, I could probably find the other lands to fix for him, but that's asking an entirely too much out of me. One entire too much out of me. So, Ooze Patrol, Silken Strength, Chitin Gravestalker. I'll take the Ooze Patrol, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think I have enough self-mill for it. So, oh well, I get another shot at Earth Rumbler if I want. There's also another Ketradon, which honestly might be the pickup. Ketradon is just so good. Even though this comes down a turn sooner, this just does a lot more. There's also Risen Necro Regent, but I'm not great at getting max speed. Like, I don't have any early Start Your Engines cards. I think this is just going to be the Ketradon. Just have 2 Ketradons to work with. Oh, I've got another shot at the Necro Regent, and this pack is less impressive, so this is a pretty easy grab, the Necro Regent. Probably the Mole. With 2 carrying cruisers. Yeah, it's probably gotta be the Mole. Fellow Heartbike. No Treasure's Insight now? Sure. Good in the deck. Most of the starting life for starting players cost 1 less, and destroy target creature or vehicle. Its controller loses 2 life. Yep, I think we'll take a premium removal spell. Like, 3 mana, kill your guy at sorcery speed, dome you for 2 is already playable. If I'm behind because I'm the player going second, I even get to cast it for less mana, so... That is a 7th pick Earth Rumbler, or another Grim Bauble, or this amazing 2-drop. Did not really get there with the exhaust creatures for the expert, but that's okay. The Earth Rumbler here, I think. Do I want to back on track over the rest of this pack? Yes. Yeah, if the 5 mana 4/4 had been the 2 mana, spend 5 mana, look for a permanent card, might have wavered there a little bit. Don't think I need the Gravestalker. Also, it's counterproductive with the Earth Rumbler. So the Earth Rumbler can eat up all the cards in the graveyard. Not cheaper. Wield the Necro Regent and the Grim Bauble. I don't know that I have space in my deck for another 5-drop. I also don't know that I have space in my deck for another Grim Bauble. Take the Regent, I guess. Take a 2/2. Maybe Bestow Greatness, probably not. I don't think I'm running the first one of those anymore. Alright. Alright, we need 6 cuts. And I can already see a few cards that we can get rid of pretty readily. What's that? Probably that one. I don't think we need both Necro Regents, and I don't think I need the Archfiend. This is a card, the Archfiend is a card I would sideboard in, and be thrilled to have as a sideboard option, but since we're doing best of one, doesn't really help anything. 2 more cuts. I don't think I need the Javelineer. Like, I can't exhaust to bring this guy back, but my opponents don't know that, so... might still have to be a little afraid of him. It is sad that I have no exhaust for him, though. Like, even 1 card that let me exhaust would be fine. I don't want to cut any of the other creatures. I am debating if it's supposed to be Grim Bauble. I think it might actually be. And I don't think I need that. I think we go up a forest. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot. It looks better than my last deck, but my last deck overperformed, so I'm prepared for this one to underperform. But I'm not expecting it the way I was with the other deck. So... I'm sure Irony will take full effect anytime now. Oh, found an opponent. Uh-oh. It's taking way too long to actually get into the match, though. This feels like it's gonna time out. Yeah, this definitely feels like a timeout. So, by the time we get into the match, both of us will have conceded. Or not conceded, but both of us will have timed out, and it will be considered a draw. Yeah, that is 100% what's happening right now. Unless there's a new bug that either gives us a win or a loss, but... Yep, there we go. I had to wait for it to count down. Oh, we found a bog imp. And yeah, game ends in a draw. Ah, now it's going to do the thing with the music, though. Alright, give me 1 second. I need to... As you can hear, the background music still playing, so we're going to exit out so it stops doing that, because that drives me insane when it does that. When there's two different... Because there'll be a second music track that's playing underneath the first one for all of our games until I close out Arena. So... Alright, still kept our deck the way it is. Like, everything's fine. 40 cards. Okay. It's making absolutely sure. I've never seen it do anything like change the deck or whatnot, but I'd hate to go into the next game and find out every single card I drafted or something is in my deck. Because that's a different bug that it used to have, where you would finish your deck and click done, and it would save, and then it would give you an error message, and then you'd go back in and your deck would be like every single card you drafted. Alright. Got my 1 drop and my 3 drop. That looks scarier than it is. Oh, and there's my 4 right on time. Or 5. No, that's a 5. Sorry, I saw the 4, and I'm like, oh, and there's a 4 drop. No, that's a 5. Hello, Gilda Goda. How are you? Okay. I was a little worried there. Arena didn't want to cast my spell, but we got there. Okay. So we're guaranteed to get a treasure here. I can take 3 and hit them for 6 next, or 5 next turn, down to 14, or I can just trade with their thing and stop them from getting more treasure. They can get a surveil. Alright. That's true, I could have potentially hit them for 7 if I drew a forest, which I did not, so... I think I win the long game, so I will sit back and offer the trade for the 3-2 or make them kill my 4-2 here. Which they're already disinclined to do, because there's always the chance. I did mill the engine rat, I missed that. They were looking for lands. Or they just wanted a decent body in the graveyard. 5/4 Menace Death Touch. Jesus. Alright, well, now I feel like I can't win this game. Because I don't currently have a removal spell in my hand for this Menace creature. And it's a 5-drop, so I can't even kill it with this. Alright, so trade with their 1 guy. This thing dies, because that's how they're Mythic works, but I'm still far behind here because I can't block. Alright, finally found my other forest. It's a huge step in the right direction. It's still a giant menace Death Toucher, though. They still have 5 cards to work with. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of my chances here. Yeah, I take 5. Take 5, and I hope gaining 4 and playing a 6/6 and trying to race you is going to work. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the 1/1 Death Touch here. Hit them for 5, get my speed up. See if we can provoke them into killing my 5/4 first. My 6/5 menace. Alright, that's mildly annoying. Because now I can't crew the vehicle and kill their guy. Alright. Alright, kill that. Make sure this works. Because if they save it here, I'm just dead. Pretty sure. Because the Ketradon doesn't gain me enough life anymore. Bail out! Alright. Oh no, this puts me to too low a life total, and now they can just kill... Well, it doesn't matter that they kill my guy, because they can't attack me here. Yep, okay. So I needed... Oh, it's until their turn? Oh, never mind then. I'm just dead. Because now I can't block. I thought it was until end of turn, not end of your next turn. At the beginning of your next end step, exile that creature. Okay. Nope, fair enough. We lost to a mythic. Unsurprising, but very disappointing. So I had to go for the kill on that the previous turn and let them keep their Death Toucher? Or did they have the mana up both times to save their guy? Because if they had the mana up both times, then there was literally nothing I could do to win that game. But if I missed a chance to kill the Death Toucher, or to kill the... Well, they both had Death Touch. If I missed a chance to kill the Gear Hulk, then that's on me. Because if they had to save the Rat instead of the Gear Hulk, I was doing a lot better there. Just nobody playing this format, apparently. Like, first we had trouble filling out the draft pod. Now we're a minute in looking for an opponent. Okay, there we go. Finally. Ah yes, the mighty Zeusinator. Opponent goes first. I have my early threatening creature, though, so... Unless they have a cheap removal spell for it, I'm probably going to be doing okay. Ooh, and they start off with Point the Way, which is a card I have a very, very low opinion of. In Limited, at least. Now they play their Terrors of the Track. Because we're playing a mirror matchup. Ah, nope, okay. Well, then go get them. Go get our opponent, Mighty 2/1s. 1 mana, -1/-1. I'm gonna assume they have a card they can cycle in their hand. It might be the spray though. Okay, it's just the Gravestalker. That's much better for me. And nope, that's not a cheap flyer or reach creature. At least get my trigger. Not like the cycle. Thank you, Arena. You know, stop trying to cycle my Ketradons at every opportunity. I guess that's not entirely true with only 4 mana available to me and back on track in my hand. There is a good reason to cycle Ketradon. Ah, well that's a Gonti. That sucks. Alright, they get to steal a spell from me now. Well, they get to steal a card from me. It might not be a spell. Well, at the very least, they're going to die quickly, and my Horror of the Dunes or whatever Shafet demon thing is not in my deck, so they can't possibly get it to kill all my stuff here. You get to steal another card with Gonti, but I get to dome them for 2 here, so I think I'm winning that exchange. I think. I might not be. Who knows? I could have also stolen, like, my either Ketradon or something else that's going to be problematic for me in a minute or two, but... Also, if they're just stealing lands, they get to replay their 2/1. Threaten to steal more cards. Well, whatever they got, they have a massive decision to make here, apparently, so... Moment. Push off my soda. Ah, they got one of my carrying cruisers. What are their options? The Gravestalker and the Bloodghast. Okay. Yep, sure does come back. Ooh, and they stole my rats, which gives them a treasure. Alright, well, I was going to attack with the Pactile Terror also, but now not so much. Yeah, I think this is just kill Gonti while they're tapped low, drain them for 2. They have the cycle of the guy in their hand at the very least. If they have a Protect the Rider, sure. Got it. Alright. Seven. I can cycle Migrating Ketradon and back on track, but... Also, Earth Rumbler to drain them for 1, which would put them to 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. So, yeah, if I can block here and kill their 2/1 without anything going horribly wrong for me. That will actually make me a point short of killing them, but I think this is fine, just to stop them from getting more cards from me. This still drains them for 2, so yeah, this is fine. Don't need Pactile Terror to win here. gets them up to 6. If I can hit them in the air with my 2 guys one more time... Well, now I cannot. Frustrating. Well, Lagak does not allow me to double spell here, and they can crew their thing to block my 2-1, so... This is awkward. I wonder if I can sucker punch them with this thing, though. They don't realize I'll be able to attack and block with it. The problem is they might just go for stealing my cards anyway, and if they steal the right cards, it won't matter. But I am low on removal spells, so... Now they're reading the card, okay. The chances of ambushing them with it have just gotten significantly lower. Which one is this? Let's some loot. For a bunch of mana. They have a Terror of the Track. Not great. Okay. So that cruise for 3. Well, if they have something to stop this, they were going to have something to stop it anyway, so... I kind of feel like I have to do this. Because they only have one unknown. So I get to steal 1 card from me. Both drain each other. They do hit max speed, though, so... Okay. It really matters what the card they stole from me was. Okay. Would you like to crew in response, opponent? Alright, let's force them to do things. Hello, Puma. Welcome back. Are we oopsing, opponent? Did you think you could do something else? So, kill both of those. Deal them some damage. Alright, both of our terrors trigger again. We trade a life back and forth. Big old 6/6. I am doing okay. Actually, a little bit better than okay. Previous draft went very well. This one is going meh, but... Alright, they're going to discard the land they drew, but that taps most of their mana, so that dramatically limits what they can do here. They stole my Molt Tender. Okay. I mean, it's a chump blocker, so... I don't think they're going to be able to attack here. Ah, now it doesn't even chump block. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and kill my Molt Tender. That traitorous Molt Tender. Okay. Go to 3. Go to combat. I offer the trade with their 6/5. They should be very inclined to take here, because otherwise they're just chumping with Gonti. Perfect. They have maximum overdrive? Are you kidding me? Come on. Last card in their hand is maximum overdrive. Okay. Alright. This is fine. What are they at? They're at 3. So it might actually be the Earth Rumbler then? Since they'll be hard-pressed to block all of its toughness and not take extra damage from the flyer. Yeah, I think it might actually be the Earth Rumbler then. I'm glad I didn't try and attack with the 2/1 also, or they could have crewed their guy, eaten my 2/1, and had Gonti kill my 6/6. Kept both of their creatures alive, so... Alright. Draw this time, opponent. You draw a relevant thing. Oh, they're going to have a long think about it. Also, they have not had time to actually crack their enchantment, so even though it came down turn 1 and they've been at max speed for like 5 turns, it has still done actual nothing for them. Because none of their other cards I don't think have cared about being at max speed, so the fact that it started their engines hasn't even helped them. better go quickly, opponent. You are in danger of timing out. Grim Javelineer. Okay. In and of itself, not an issue. Well, I'm down for eating their guy and putting them to 2 here. Because they have no cards in their hand, so... Doesn't really matter what's on top of their deck anymore. Because they cannot block enough trample damage. Alright, so crew this by eating my graveyard. By Molt Tender. Okay. Took us a while to get here, but we finally found it. Okay, back to Platinum Tier 2. Heading towards Diamond. Okay. We did not 0-3 with the deck, so we're off to a good start. Off to a better than 0-2 start. Anyway. 1-1, and we can rally... Okay, I'll give you that one, opponent. Opponent goes first again. I still have good cards, though, so... We'll see if my good cards are enough to win me the game again. We go for the turn 2, 2-1 flyer. Alright. Like seeing a Ketradon cycle. Alright, they do have black mana, though, so... Alright. Both at 19. I can grab it back, though, if I want to. And it's early enough in the game where that's probably alright. Alright. Well, there went Defend the Rider, but I think that's okay. Alright, 1-3 flyer. Gonna be in the way of my 2-1 flyer, but I still get the effect, even if I can't comfortably attack with him, so... See if they want to leave stuff on top. I'm going to assume that their Ketradon's getting reanimated at some point in time. They milled... Oh, they don't have double black, but they still milled Spin Out, which is... impressive and a little scary. Alright, let's be mana efficient, play out the strongest creature that I have. Rather than the flyer just yet. And let's get in there for damage. I was going to say, even if they have a thing to protect their 1-3 flyer and eat my 3-2, I don't think that's where they're at, ward state-wise, so... Grimbauble kills the 4-2, that's fine. Alright, made it to 5, so I think I'm just going to run out the Earth Rumbler now. I think that's scary enough as a threat. I only have the Afterburner, but we know that I can't get it back, so... They might think, oh, well, he's not going to exile that one. Alright, they had a second Ketradon to cast, not one to bring back. Or a way to bring back the first one. But that's alright. Especially if we draw a land here. Yeah, that being said, I only have one animation right now, so we have to kind of wait on that. Alright, let's go ahead and kill their Ketradon, make them lose 2 of the life that they just gained back. Summon this guy. Through that. And we have that car drive into the driver's seat of this car and hit them for 7. Cars in cars. Where's Exhibit now? Yo, dog, I heard you like driving, so we put a car in your car. Okay. Alright, you got him. I take 1. My turn? Cool. Aw, who's a good dog? You're a good dog. Yeah, you are. That being said, I want to buy back a creature to buy back a creature? Yeah, I think I do. Alright, so let's back on track. This guy again. We don't have to do the silly crew, we can just do the thing with that. Hit him for 7. Puts him to 3. How you doing, opponent? Yeah, it's kind of how I thought you were doing. Not gonna lie. Okay. 2-1 now. Because we already had enough smuggler surprises, so we got the 20 gems for it. I don't know if it's better or worse now that they show me the card I was supposed to get when they give me the 20 gems when they do that. Because on the one hand, it used to just show me what expansion symbol the card would have had on it. Be like, okay, I see that it's like Outlaws of Thunder Junction or Murders at Karlov Manor or, you know, any of the other standard legal sets that I have most of the rares from. Because I was able to draft successfully in those formats. And draft for a while in those formats on top of that. Yeah, that's true. Even if I'm successful in formats now, I still won't get as many packs just because the sets are all crammed together. Opponent goes first. I have Cheap Interaction and a Death Toucher and some top end. I've been struggling to draw my 6th land, though, a few of these games, so it's fine. I can use the Grim Bauble to go search for stuff, in theory. Like I can crack it open, surveil too. I just don't want to get into a position where I have to play it without killing anybody. Okay. Bowl should also be helpful here, for that reason. So now they're going to play a 3-drop. That either has 3 toughness or that I'm going to want to kill instead of playing my mole. Hopefully it's the second. Oh, nope. It's got 3 toughness. And while we're at it, 3 power. Oh, there's all my pack dolls. So, let's just find my 4th land, in theory. Or get me closer to it. Found it. Lost back on track, but I'm actually okay with that if I get my lands. Because I would have missed a land drop next turn, because I would have drawn back on track first. So they're red-white. They're going to have other decent things, but sure. That doesn't give first strike, so I take 4 points of trample, but it does kill their guy and leave them with 1 mana to work with. Do a squirrel. Sure. This is fine. Found my 5th land. Yeah, so we packed Terror this turn, drain them for 1. Next turn we packed Terror and bauble their 1/1. Yeah, actually, I'm okay trading for their 3-1 if they want to do that here. Yep. I don't mind putting the mole in my graveyard, and that gives them, like, now they won't be able to crew the 3-1 in response and potentially have something by tapping the 1-1 when I go to kill it, so... Okay. And then use him to saddle the other one? Okay, sure. Nope, that's fine. I take 2. I don't think the opponent's going to be having a good time next turn. Alright, so first we play another Pact Altair. Drain them 2. Then we play a Swamp. Then we Grim Bauble the 1 that's untapped. So if they want to crew their guy and chump block this turn, that's fine. Hit them for another 3. Yep. And we're on 5 land with 2 Ketradon, so if I ever find my 6th land, they're just going to get buried under an avalanche of angry dinosaur. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And attack me for 3. I take it. Cast your Cool Pump spell. Ah. Yeah, I think I press my advantage here. Well, that's gotta die. Do I eat their 3-1 here? Or trade with their 3-1? I think that's actually okay now. Trade with their guy. Let's draw naturally. If I draw the land... I can play a Ketradon here. This keeps them off max speed for 1 more turn. Even if they want to attack with the 1-1 here. Now I can take the 1 damage. They won't be able to buff up their creatures. Yep, I take of the 1. 3. I crack this open. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay. And for 2, make my other thing. Yeah, you definitely wanted to kill him before I went to combat, but that's fine. There we go. Found it. Found the win, everybody. sitting right over there. Okay, 3-1. So the draft can't be a complete disaster. One more win and it's a success, and 2 more wins, it's a great success. This is not a good hand. Yeah, this feels like a mulligan. Also not great, but not terrible. I feel like this is putting back on track on the bottom, or carrying cruiser. Maybe it's carrying cruiser. But if I mill something cheap, I can buy it back with the cruiser. If I mill something a little more expensive, I'll have to get to the back on track, though. Alright, so we're definitely keeping. Alright, let's put the cruiser on the bottom. Do a Ketradon. Alright, so they play a blue-red land, so hopefully I get to kill... Oh, black land now? I was going to say, hopefully I get to kill one of the Cycling Matters cards, but their 2-1 is good enough here. We'll Dredger's Insight next turn if we don't draw land, and we'll figure out what we're doing. Alright, we drew the land. I still think I Dredger's Insight, though. Play the Swamp. Yeah, this has got to just be Get Back Forest. I don't think I can take any of the, like, decent spells there when I have 2 Ketradons and a back on track in my hand. I think we just pass. We'll spin out the doll if they play another artifact pre-combat. Like another doll, for example. Okay. So they drain me another 1. Found my 5th land. Is there anything I want to back on track now? Not really, so... This feels like play the cruiser, get back the 2-1 flyer then. I don't mill anything better. Yeah, let's just get back the 2-1 flyer. Gain my life, play the 2-1. Pass the turn. Oh, that is a 3rd Pact Doll Terror. I lose 2, they gain 2. Take 3 more. Go to my turn. I think we crack my thing here, so... Or I could attack for 2, get another 1, play it, and then kill their thing. Okay. Let's double team. Hit them for 2. Play my other one. Kill that. They net lose 4 and I gain 2 to offset all the damage they've been doing to me. Oh, that will drain them for 2, but I'm going to get drained for 1. Alright, I'm going to crew the Carrion. Just in case they have, I don't know, like the 3/3 Haste guy or something. Yep, Midnight Mangler. Alright, we're going to draw naturally for the turn here and see what happens. Okay, we did find the land. them for 2, down to 17. Summon our first Ketrodon. Get the turn back. Make them start finding answers for 6/6s. It's a 5/6. It's not the worst answer for a 6/6. But they don't have enough mana to make it unblockable. So... what's in my graveyard? My 2 Pactile Terrors and the other Terror of the Tracks. I go to attacks. Put them for 2 in the air. Play a second Ketrodon. Alright. We have a Gunner. Which does have reach, so not exactly doing great here. Keep looking at my graveyard. So if I attack with the 2 6/6s, they only have 1 good double block. So I think we're going to do that first. I doubt they're taking 12 here, but there's always a slim chance that they do. Okay. Yep. Build a 5/6. Go to 9. Go to 8. Buy back the Ketrodon I just lost. Gain 4. And we summon a 2/1 Death Toucher. Alright. Board seems incredibly stable here. Alright, so they can make a tap 2/2 and drain me for 1, but that's all they can do with it for right now. Like, eventually that will become an issue, but... that's more a question of can they find anything here. Stop on my upkeep. Back my bauble, see what I find. One, two, three, 4. It's decent. Let's see. If I use the pilot to crew, I have to block both of the 6/6s. They can eat the 2/1. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Yeah, I think I have to keep a 6/5 on top. Yeah, none of their creatures besides the 4/5 and the crude 5/5 can block the 2/2 Death Touch by itself. Which are also their only good blockers for other things going on. Yep. They literally cannot block... I was going to say, they have to block the Ketrodons. Because they can't take the Ketrodon and the 2/4 or they die. Alright. Yep, kill the Pactol Terror so they stop draining me. They go to 3, they go to 2. Alright, I think we got him. It looks like we got him. Okay. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, where they have to put the other one in front of him. Either way, they go to 1 here. Hang on. Can we actually kill them? Oh, here. Let's cast our Doomsday Weapon. Kill the flyer, puts them to 1. So they could still chump him, trade with that. Yeah, I think we just leave them dead on board to anything that doesn't exile my flyer here. Yeah, they have to exile the flyer first. They're gonna go looking. Yeah, anything that causes a creature to die now just kills them outright. Okay, reach sound effect. I think you're getting a little too frisky there. Yep. I don't know how loud that sound effect is on the VOD, but I know how loud that was in my ears randomly, so. Alright, 4 wins. Deck is a success. Just bumped my microphone, sorry about that. I had to throw my hands in the air. Celebration. My amazing victory. Oh, cool, I'm on the play and I have a puppy dog. It's fine. It's not a particularly good hand. Does crew for 1, but not helping much to get the puppy dog to its second counter. Oh, adorable dog. Alright. Well, unfortunately that does not crew our dog, so. I don't think I'm cycling Ketrodon. Ooh, that thing is a huge problem. I'm actually going to need to kill that with the dog at some point in time. Alright, so let's get the dog at second counter now. I currently have Forest, Swamp, Swamp in hand. I still take the Swamp. Back for 2. Alright, so now I can kill the perpetually growing equipment, or they can ride Zen my dog, like a jerk. Something a jerk would do, opponent. I just want you to know that about yourself. Also, they exiled it, so I can't even get it back with my Carrion Crawler. Alright, we might actually lose to the stupid artifact. Like, that's how dumb that thing can get. Alright, so it's not actually a creature when it comes in, so that does not improve the intensity. So that's good. That, however, improves the intensity by 3. So now when they equip it, the creature gets +3/+3. Yeah, that ain't great. Do have a Ketrodon in my graveyard, so could theoretically grab that back. But let's Grimbauble first. Kill their 3/2. Drain them 1. Crew their 2/3 in response. Alright, we have them down to 11. So there is a world in which we win this. They also missed land drops. Okay, there's their 4th land. But yeah, if they can't actually pay to equip their thing, then they're not going to win this game, so. So it doesn't matter how intense it actually is if all of their creatures are in the graveyard. Or their mana is tapped constantly. Yep, we're just going to kill that. By the way, their creature gets +6/+6 now when it's equipped. This thing is a 7/7 for 2 mana next turn. Yeah, we're just going to kill the flyer here, I think. Hope to draw the land naturally. Alright, drew the land naturally. Okay. Yep. 8. I got my 6/6. That I'm actually going to need, by the way. Like I said, their equipment now gives +6/+6. Their 1/1 is a 7/7 that dies into another giant body. I'm sorry, their 1/1 is now a 10/10? Yep. On the bright side, I can take 10 here if they want to attack. Yeah, I didn't think so. If you were wondering if I was kidding about how powerful that dumb artifact is, you now know that I am very much not kidding about how powerful that dumb artifact is. Alright, go to main. So... kill their 10/10. Put them to 6. Attack them for 6, force them to chump or multi-block to trade, in which case we get to kill all of their creatures, their actual creatures. Yeah, they can either chump with the 1/1, only have 1 actual creature in play. They could have chumped with the 2/3 and had 2 separate creatures in play, which might have been better for them depending on what they draw here. Yep, he's a 13/13. That's neat. But they're actually dead on board, because I'm going to play an artifact now. Which puts them to 5. Whew, they were stuck on land, and that thing almost stabilized them. And if they had not been stuck on land, they would have killed me there. Yeah, I was not joking. That amulet is insane if you can't kill it. They exiled my dog, so I could not actually kill it. I'll teach them to hurt my corgi. Fix my posture. Sip of water. See what our next opponent has for us. I think we played against them recently before. And I'm on the play, and yeah, alright. Like, it's not great for the Corgi, because it's not going to get its counter anytime soon, but I've got 3 out of the 4 lands that I need, a removal spell I can cast, and some other stuff going on, so I am sad that I'm not going to get in for extra damage here. I might supposed to cycle the Brood Wagon here to try and find other stuff to do. Like, we let this happen, but yeah, I think I do, because I'm almost definitely going to kill the Moose next turn anyway. So, trying to get deeper into the deck to find other stuff seems correct. But yeah, that Moose is a problem. If they can saddle it, they just get to conjure lands from their deck into play tapped. Well, not conjure, seek lands from their deck directly into play tapped. So, it doesn't control which lands they get, but it definitely lets them get lands, so. Alright, it's Pactile Terror. And yeah, I do think I do this. This just encourages them to, like, they might have the fight card. Oh, are they gonna do it now? Okay, cool. Now I don't have to attack with my guy if I don't want to. Do I want to hold off? Not really. Clearing the board here. I just need to find some of my Doomsday things. Oh, that's terrifying. Go get him, doll. Squeaky. Mole first gives me more options. Alright, let's attack first, see what they do. Okay. Answer was nothing. Wait, no, this one has to pull back from what was milled first, right? Okay. Yeah. I can't get back anything else anyway, so it doesn't matter, and this gives me more chances to hit a land into the graveyard. So now I can grab back the Ketradon, gain a life. Play the Mole, know that I'm going to hit a land. They don't know that I have my 6th land, but... Ooh, milled 3 swamps, too. That was a great Mole. Okay. Well, unfortunate. But we're still relatively fine. The problem is the artifact that they have. So, I want to mouse over it right now and remind them that they have it, but when they crack it open, which costs 5 mana to do, okay, so they're going to show us what it actually does. So they get to draft a card from its spellbook and equip it to a creature on the battlefield. And the equipment is all of the swords, like Sword of Noun, Another Noun, from the older sets, and Champion's Helm and Lightning Greaves. So they got Sword of Light and Shadow, so their creature has protection from black and white. And when they attack, when they deal damage to me, they get to pull back a dead creature from their graveyard, so this is not going to go well for me. And they get to gain 3 life. And my options are to double block that thing. Yeah, drawing another land pretty much killed us there. We almost had it. Like, if we had drawn a spell there that actually interacted with any of their things, then yes, I think we could win there. Drawing a land that turn basically killed us. If I could get back the Broodwagon... Ooh, Seat of Arm is scary. Especially since she can buff the team based on her power, not what X was. She can set them to her power, so if she gets a thing... Okay. Alright, if we can get back the Corgi here, I feel a little bit more confident. Alright, so we cast Carrying Cruiser. We drain them for 1. Do I get back the Broodwagon that I can't cast this turn? Or do I get back the dog that can't activate this turn? I think it's the Broodwagon. I think that one's too good here. Oh, wait, I can cast it. I miscounted. Alright, so... Cast Broodwagon. Kill Sword of Noun, another noun. If it resolves. It resolved. What would happen if I attacked with the Ketradon now? 4, 5, 6, so she can become a 5-power creature, which does not actually let any of their things kill me here, or kill the Ketradon by themselves. I think I want to put pressure on them. Ah, they have a bounce off. Okay, that's fine. This lets me recast my thing again. And if they're not careful, yeah, they're gonna get killed by the Broodwagon, so... Alright, land is good to see. I think... So she can make all of her things an 8-8. Or all of her friends an 8-8. Make herself an 8-9. That's a little rough. Not gonna lie. So they have no cards in hand. So one more time. It's 3 plus X, so 6. She would have 8 power, and they become base power and toughness. So I could double crew this to double block her to kill her. Right? Because that's crew 1, that's crew 3. So if we crew this here... Actually, do they just die? They have to take 6 from this. We can crew that. So she's 10, and this is 8. Yeah, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I started to make a bad block there, but yeah, we just have her dead, so. Never mind. We're not blocking here. We just take all of the damage. Because the Menace dude's going to get to kill them anyway. Yep, I take a massive 16 damage. Go down to 4. Go to my turn. Play the Ketradon. Then we crew this with the Ketradon. So they have to take 6, so we just need to deal 3 more damage to them. And that is 9 exactly. Yeah, I'm way scarier when I actually take like half a second to think about things before I do whatever impulse immediately leaps to mind. Because there's a moment there where I'm like, no, I can kill the one thing and take it out of the equation entirely, and that's like, or you could win. They literally put themselves dead on board to you, and they're gonna deal like a player's worth of damage, but you're at 30, so that doesn't matter. Like, no, you're right, brain. I should just win the game. I was gonna punt, and then I decided, you know what? No, let's win instead. That seems way better. Just good value, winning the game. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, wow, we are just struggling to find opponents. Alright, so we got the super pair down, but that normally means that the other person's deck is insane. Like, that means that they are also 6-1 and just crushing it, so... They could not find anybody in gold worthy of them, so they had to move up to platinum. I have spin out. Run over doesn't do anything right now because I have no creatures. I can do better than this. I should probably look for a better hand. Alright, they kept their 6. I'm going to keep my 6. And I think this is the cruiser on the bottom with 3 lands. The other option is to put the 1 Ketradon on the bottom, but yeah, I think I keep the Ketradon. Well, I do not have double black, so the spin out is going to be awkward. Spin out's going to be... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say extremely awkward, but we got there. Technically. So yeah, I'm going to leave up the Death Toucher to threaten to block the buggy, so that way they have to have cheap crew creature and a cheap removal spell, or the activation on the buggy and a very cheap removal spell. I'm absolutely going to make this block if allowed. Yeah, it's bad enough they got their 1 treasure out of it. Okay, drawing all this land is going to kill me regardless of what I had kept. I need to put a land on the bottom, basically, at this point, for my deck to have any chance of winning now, it feels like. I mean, Ketradon's a beast, and they did mulligan, so... Right now, max speed just means that when their guy dies, they get to draw a card. I think I need to buy myself the time of killing this, even though they could also have a Ketradon or similarly powerful creature. Like, I'm gonna take 4, I would take 7 next turn, and then another 7 is 14, putting me to 3, if I don't kill their guy there. Assuming that I draw nothing for turn 5. Yep. Not good. Discard Afterburner makes sense. Try and find something else. Or they might even have it. Like another thing that they can... in their hand, they could exhaust to pull them back. A mouse or something. Alright, that's gonna help me if I live. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to now. I think I needed a 5-drop creature first. Like, any of my 5-drops would have been better there, including just pulling back the rat and making a 1/1 would have been big there. But since I didn't, I kind of feel like I need to hold on to the Ketradon rather than cycle it and try and go Ketradon. I do like seeing them discarding more cards, looking for stuff to do. I love seeing that. Where were you last turn, Pothole Mole? Could have been a speed bump for what they're doing. Alright, if they somehow do not do anything this turn, I think I have to punch out the shark more than I need to do anything else. Okay, yeah, Broken Wings, I have no targets. And my problem cards are not valid for the Broken Wings. Like, I'm just going to keep throwing Haymakers, so... But yeah, I think I'm going to Pothole Mole and punch out their 4/5 if they don't do anything here. And if they do anything here, then I'm probably just dead, and it doesn't matter. Like, if they can actually punch through the Ketradon this turn... Oh. Or if they have another Shark. That's also really bad. Now they can potentially draw 2 extra cards a turn. Like, they don't get 2 total cards, but that's still probably going to be enough. Alright. I'm so glad to see that land get milled. Not only because it was the only land in my graveyard, apparently, but also because I did not want to draw that land next turn, more so than I care about milling the removal spell that was 3 cards deep in my deck. I do not have a good attack. And they're... Killing one of the 4/5s is not going to do enough here. I think I need to hope that they go for something like a fight mid-combat on my guy or something, so that I can just punch out their other thing. Like, if they attacked for 3 and I blocked, and then they went for the punch with the 4/5, I got to kill the 4/5 also. That would be a pretty big game. And they have enough to exhaust him immediately. Not gonna... So, he's a problem because he's a 5/5. Afterburner Expert's more of a problem because he's a 6-power creature that can come back. They can give Trample to their guys, so my chumps aren't good. This is not great. Alright. I was gonna say, I have enough mana, though, to run out the second Ketradon. And hold up the run over, at least. But since it's a trigger... Right, it is actually a trigger, not when the creature becomes exhausted. Yeah, whenever you activate an exhaust ability. So he just straight up comes back as a 6/4. So that's gonna be an issue. Well, not as a 6/4, but he'll be able to become a 6/4. Yeah, they're just going super wide around me now with big bodies. So... I'm gonna need to punch out the Afterburner. Before it gets to kill one of my Ketradons here. Yep. Okay. Well, they're discarding spells at least now, looking for better options. Well, that's gotta die. That's gotta die real bad on this board. Right side, they do not have the mana to exhaust their other guy into an 8/8. But yeah, it's gonna be bad for me long term. Alright, play out the terror. Be a little sad I didn't drain them for one there, but I was hoping to draw a spell and not another land. But yeah, this is just gonna go badly for me now. Because I can attack with their guy. Okay. Alright, and they discarded a 2-drop, so they get to kill my flyer, sure. They get to seek a non-land. They're going to get to attack with that, and I kind of have to trade a Ketradon for it. Infinity turns away from max speed with what I have. Nope, I don't think I can win this game. I definitely didn't want to draw that land, but losing the Unforgiving Overtake is gonna kill me pretty badly now. I'm a little surprised they discarded that instead of attacking with their other thing as a Doomsday weapon first. Alright, so they get to kill my Regent, which sucks. But if they have something here, I can basically concede. Alright. Nothing yet. Yeah, that pretty much does it. I can activate the Afterburner now, make him a 6/4. The other guy's going to be a 5/5. They can give all of their stuff trample. So I get to, like, soak 3 damage, eat one of their guys, take 1 billion damage. I believe I lose the game at that point, but even if I don't, I'm gonna be at like 1 or 2 life, and they're going to have 5 creatures in play that are all lethal with no chance of me being able to kill them. So, alright, so this has to block there. And we just throw this one on the biggest one because they're going to give trample anyway, so I take 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Plus trample damage. Yep. That'll do it. Yeah, they just had way too much card draw. If I could have killed the first shark, if they didn't draw the second one right away, I would have just killed the first shark, and that would have given me time, but because they had both sharks, that felt worse than killing the actual threats. Because the sharks were going to dig them to the actual threats at that point, even if I killed one of them. Because I didn't have another removal spell, I don't think, in the deck, let alone coming up anytime soon, that could kill the shark. So I kind of had to save the removal for the things like the Monstrosaur or the Engineer or Refueler. Not Engineer, Refueler. This is an incredibly slow hand. I might actually cycle the Ketradon onto Carrying Cruiser 3 to pull it back, depending on what we draw. I don't want to do that. Alright, if they're not doing anything... Alright, let's see what we hit. See if we hit anything, or if we just mill a bunch of spells and lands. Alright, we milled a bunch of lands. That's fine, though, because I have 5 out of 6 mana anyway, so... if the 6th land is anywhere near the top, I really didn't want to draw any of them. If the 6th land is buried super deep, I'm going to feel bit worse about it, but... Well... that's a problem. Long term. Also, the lack of a second swamp might become an issue at some point in this game. Not yet, though, so, you know. They have nothing on 5 mana. That's actually mildly concerning. Like, there's nothing they could be doing on 5 mana right now to get them in this game. Okay. Well, let's keep this board stable then. Hope they don't spectacular pile up or whatever the other White Wrath is from the alchemy cards. Okay, sure. Definitely blocking. Because clearly this is one of the Wraths that I did not want to see. Yep. Oh, there's my second swamp, so... They're actually in a teeny tiny bit of trouble here. Depending on what's in their hand, because the rat lets me dome them for 2 at the end of turn. It's also a death toucher for the run over, and I got my second swamp going, so... Yep. We cast that idiot. Yeah, they were only in a tiny bit of trouble to begin with, so... And that's not going to be enough to save me. I need a spell there. Because I can kill the Pact Altera, but they just revive it as a zombie. I think I have to spin out the 2/3 token so that they don't, when they hit max speed, they don't drain me. Yeah, I think I take 6. Go 3 speed. But I think I do have to kill the 2/3 because I'm not going to be able to grind out a game against what they're doing, so... Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to grind out a game against them, so we kill that. See if they have a response to this first. Alright, and punch out the 3/4. Damn it, they did have the spin out. Well, guess I'll die then. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to beat this now. Like, I'm going to take 10 next turn, go to 7. They get to buy back. I think they have a creature still. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, no, they don't have a creature. So I just take 10 down to 7, and then I'm dead next turn. They're at max speed. Killing any of their creatures other than their token just lets them buy them back. Like, they don't even need a thing to sacrifice for this one. They just immediately get it back as a 5/4, so they want it. So, yeah. Alright, we got to 6 wins, so... Can't complain too much about that. Alright, So that's going to do it for me for right now. I might come back on before Baldur's Gate to do a few other things. It might even be me doing more cleanup in Baldur's Gate, going back to other areas that we've hit up. But I've hit the main ones that we got through last time and snagged all of their treasure. But there's still other things that I could be doing, so maybe I'll do that. If not, maybe some Slay the Spire and then Baldur's Gate later tonight. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.